Hello friend, this video is recorded only for mechanical third sem student and the subject is fundamental of Python programming. So earlier we already had a discussion about this Python basics syntaxes. Now in today's class we will discuss about the conditional statements like the if, else and elif. So if we have some conditions like if some number is positive or negative, or if some number is prime or not prime. Okay, so like this condition we have to see how we can tackle in the Python. So if else, now here first we'll have a syntax. So in syntax there is always, this is the first basic if else. So it always have only two conditions, if condition or else. So if condition, for example, the example is given as even or odd. So if suppose number is even or odd, how to identify this? So if any number is divided by 2 and when we will get the remainder as 0, then the number is even, or when the number is divided by 2 and the remainder is not 0 or it is 1, that time number is called as a odd. So how to solve this problem in Python? So we have that if else condition, and with that if else condition we can easily tackle this problem. So now suppose we have the example that we have to check the number is even or odd. So how we will do that? So if condition, if the number is divided by if the number is divided by 2 and when we'll get the remainder as 0, that time we'll say the number is even, and when the number is divided by odd, that time the number is, when the remainder is 1, that time number is odd. So these conditions I will see how to code. So I will just go to the Google Colab. I already explained you the Google Colab, how to use that. So you can see now take an input from the user number, that is equals to int in bracket input. So in bracket in double inverted, enter a number. Okay, so this syntax is already we had discussed in the last class. So now if, so you can see the conditions. If this percentage symbol, this will give by 2, well equals to the percentage symbol will give you the remainder values. That's why it is a percentage. We are not using a by divided sign. Here we are using a percentage sign, means num percentage 2 will give you the remainder. So when that is equals to the 0, we are printing the number is even. Else, in else we don't have to give the conditions. Okay, in if only we have to give the condition, else we can directly write that print num is equals to odd. So whatever the number is even or odd, you can see here. I will one more time this copy and I will paste here. Okay, and I will run this. You can see it is running now. See here. So now I will give some 7 number. You can see the 7 is odd. So whatever my enter number is odd. You can see we can make some mistakes also here. What are the mistakes can be possible? So after this colon, see colon, so this indentation is required. If I will do this like this, so that time it will show you the error. It will show you the, okay, this is working initial code. Now you can see this is showing the error. What is the error? Indentation error. What is indentation error? Expected an indented block after if statement on line 5. So after this if, this print is the error, right? So that indentation is very important. Okay, so that is right. Okay, and this my code also working. You can see 7 is odd. So in this way we have to work on if and else. Okay, now when we have a multiple conditions, like now see here, if a number is positive, negative or 0, that time what we can do? In if else we have only two conditions, either even or odd. But when we have positive, negative and 0, so what we will do that? In that conditions we have if, elif, else. So if first condition, what is the significance of that condition? You write here. Elif condition 2, what is the output of that? You write down here. And in else we no need to give the conditions. Okay, you directly write down what is the output. Okay, so that is the syntax for the if, elif and else. You please remember the difference between the if else and if, elif, else. In if else only two conditions are there. If more than two conditions is required, then we have to use if, elif, else. So if we have the four conditions, what we can do? If condition 1, elif condition 2, elif condition 3 and else the condition 4 automatically it will come. Okay, so in this way, so more than two conditions are required, that time you have to go with the if, elif, else. Okay, so I will just copy this code. I already made it. Now I will take one more cell. I will copy here. I will run this. Okay, so initially the initial codes are ready. Now you can see here. Okay, take a input num. You already know how to use this num is equals to float input in bracket single inverted, enter a number. If num is greater than 0, so if number is greater than 0, then it is positive. Elif if number is less than 0, it is negative, else the number is 0. So if num is greater than 0, the print the number is positive. Elif the number is less than 0, the print the number is negative, else the print the number is 0. So we can take whatever 67 I will take. You can see the number is positive. Okay, one more time we can run this. Okay, so if I will take a 0, so you can see the number is 0. So in this way this condition statements will work. Okay, so anywhere where we want to use some conditional statement, that time we have to use if else, or if we have only two conditions, then we can easily use the if else. If we have more than two conditions, always use if else. If else is for two conditions. If we have more than two conditions, always use if, elif, else. Okay, so this is the now after this video I have already made you try to learn these concepts, how the if else, you find out some conditions and you can make it using this Python. If it is easy for you, okay, or we will discuss these things in the class also, because we have a discussion class on this and we have to take what are the problems when we are facing, that also we'll discuss. And after that we have a quiz also. That quiz also you have to take. I will share this document in our WhatsApp group, so you already find out this is the link for the Google Colab. you can just click on this link, or you can just copy this link to your browser. The Google Colab will open. Okay, so code also I have given. You can write it down, or you can copy here in your Google Colab, and you try to run this. You find out some conditions where you can use this if else or if elif else conditions, and you try to make it the program that will help you to get the more advantage of the if else. And how now this is very simple codes. When we will proceed further, then we have more difficult codes also. So that time you need to know what is this if else if elif else statement, how to use that. That will give you the big confidence in the Python programming also. And you can see here also I have make a small quiz also. That quiz also you have to attempt. Maybe tomorrow's lecture, tomorrow's discussion class, after the discussion class only you will try to attempt this. So first in the next discussion class, tomorrow's discussion class, we will discuss about this whatever the doubts are there from your side, or what is your understanding on this if else if elif else. And I will again bring some examples in tomorrow's discussion class, and we'll try to code this in the classroom only. Okay, so before coming to tomorrow's class, you try to see this video and try to digest these things, and what is your understanding, that is also welcome in the next discussion class. Okay, and after that class this Google form is there. In this Google form 5 questions are there on this conditional statements only. You have to try to attend, and that will carry some marks as your overall what we can say as overall performance. And we will have some. Okay, so this is the right now. Okay, so these are my things, and if you will if your understanding is good on these topics as well as on the previous lecture, we will give you some mini projects on this also that will help you to understand more. Okay, so have a good day. Thank you very much.